lucky, man. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
some hip hop behind this on the next thing.
Oh, let's go, man. I can't wait. I like that. It sets the tone, sets the whole vibe for this.
Good evening and good afternoon and good morning, everybody out there. We are internationally known on the microphone. It's my man Nick. It's my man Mario. Look, I said Mario, not
No,
Mario.
he is New Yorker, so that's
Yeah.
why he's a New Yorker. Say Mario.
My pops,
Yeah,
he's from Harlem. He say it like that too.
56 of Riverside, baby. Uptown,
Okay.
baby.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. So you know, Uptown, we say Mario, man.
Yeah.
This is the 0 episode of the Cookout. And we are having a good time. What's up? I see you all out there. Drop a comment, drop a like. Say something to us, and so we can shout you out when you're on. Listen, we're having some good conversations in the background, and Nick says to me, man, we need to be sharing these conversations with the world and grow. And I got to be honest with you, I couldn't agree with him more. What up, Tracy Wiggins, the boss lady? Hey, what's going on?
Let's go.
So we're building a little bit of an audience right now, and we're gonna have like a preliminary conversation, and you see how we get down. I know y'all are used to us getting on and doing lead gen and making all these contacts and me ringing the bell. Where's the bell? Betsy is here. See, Nick, you got Mario next to you. I got Betsy next to me, baby.
All right. You said Betsy? Is that Betsy?
Betsy is
Betsy rings true.
Yes, sir. She's a harbinger of good deals. Let's what up? What's up, everybody? So Mario, why don't you tell us where you're from, who you are, how you get down, what's the deal?
Okay. My name is Mario. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
All right.
Just a little bit about me, a sports background. Came down to Orlando on an opportunity to be responsible for a lot of the media that we put out for Creme Global.
I love it. Hey man, I got a good friend from Cleveland. I don't know if Walt is watching. Walt, if you ain't watching, man, you need to be watching. Dude, when Walt, the summer of Walt would be talking about, "Hi boys, what's up, guys?" And we was all uptown. We was like, "What the fuck is this?
Who is this corn?"
We love Walt. We love you, Walt. Walt whoop everybody ass. Okay, Walt looked like Debo.
Yeah. Shout out to Walt.
Shout out to Walt.
Cleveland. Hey, if he's from Cleveland, shout out to Walt.
Shout out to Walt. He made me love Cleveland. He made me love Ohio, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nicky Krem, who are you? What's your bona fides? Who are you? How you get down, bro?
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm from Cleveland. Well, I'm from North Royalton, right?
Oh, excuse me.
That is literally. That's how to make the distinction. If I say I'm from Cleveland people hop on there like, no, the hell.
Nah, he's not from Cleveland.
No, not from Cleveland, right? So, I grew up in North Royalton, moved down here to Orlando not too long ago. We got an international branding company for real estate agents, 13 countries, now all 50 states.
Let's go.
This all stemmed from like you were saying, man, just me and you having a lot of conversations and deciding that, I'm sure a lot of other people, not just us, were having similar conversations.
Yeah.
But we got to bring it to light. We got to take some action. And that's, what we're trying to do here on the Cookout.
Dude, man, my name is Sekou. If you don't know me, I hail from Harlem, New York. What up, Harlem World? But raised all over the world, man. I've been in some of the best cities in the world, and I realized that it is the same everywhere. It ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. Shout out to Rakim. And the mission and the goal that sort of has come to surface over the last 3 years has just been how close we can get, even though we're not necessarily geographically close on the map. Right. But just digitally, we're all neighbors, right? And so if we could take the information that we have in the different areas of the world that we are and start to bring it to an audience, and hopefully you guys will share it, you audience out there will share it with more people, and more people and more people. I think we can do some good.
Yeah.
We are looking and attempting to change the world right here from our desk.
Yeah.
We're looking to change the world with all of you. And it starts with a conversation, man. It starts with a conversation. And for most of us, it starts with a conversation around food and some fun and some music.
Oh, we gotta bring some
laughter.
food next time. We gotta all bring some food. Seiku's got food not too far away.
I got food not too far away, baby. Let's go. Hey, you know what, Nick? For the first time since I was 21 years old, man, I'm under 200 pounds.
Is that right? Let's go.
Yo, let's go.
Hey, man, I'm nearing there. I'm trying to catch up with you now. I'm trying to be more like Seiku.
Oh, brother, man, I'm doing that Ozempic life. Ozempic. They got, hey, Mario, when you reach a certain age, they just pump the drugs into you, man, and you don't even question it, man. You just be like,
that's why you started doing the dance routines now, right? Now you're just like, yeah, Ozempic, yeah.
Oh man, I wanna, if you guys don't mind, I'll sort of take the lead on this one today. Yeah. I was at my brother Giovanni's 50th birthday party. It was a gathering. We don't call it a party.
Yeah.
I like to party. So we actually did business at his birthday function. Shout out to Annie for putting it together. Annie got a veteran-owned and operated custom cigar rolling DJ extraordinaire. I don't know what to call him. He's a cigar barista to this function, and we were sitting around and smoking fresh cigars and talking. And one of the topics that came up, man, was just how powerful the poverty mindset had us in its grip, and how what we've been doing these last 3 years has literally been breaking the poverty mindset. So before we sort of open up, I'm just going to explain what we were talking about with the poverty mindset. Right. We live in a world where a lot of times people will buy 20 cheap things instead of one expensive thing, in the name of saving money, but wind up spending more money on the cheap object. Right. That we look at things for how expensive they are instead of what the return can be on them, right? And we'll spend our money on consumables instead of investing our money on growables. I don't know what to call it. Things that'll turn into returning investments.
Assets.
And things. Assets. Thank you very much. See, that's why we rock.
Look, I always do that. I'm like, dude, I know there's a freaking word for what I'm trying to say. Like, and someone's sitting there like, dude, it's assets. Like, come on. Yeah.
If you can't say it more than one way, then what the hell are we doing, right?
Right.
And so this conversation has lasted damn near a week that we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's been hashed over. And it's important that we start to bring this information out.
So let me ask you this, Seiku, as you get into it, like what were some, because you said it lasted over a week. So normally when I find conversations that go for longer than like that sitting time period, there are some ahas and light bulb moments that I didn't have going into it. So as far as like the poverty mindset of what you're saying, what were some of those aha moments that you personally had in that conversation?
I'll tell you one of the biggest ones that I had. So there's two amazing stories that came out of this one. Right? Yeah. So assets that can appreciate and produce on an ROI on your investment. That's right. Lisa Byers, y'all. What is up? Georgia is in the house representing. Yeah. Let's go. So one of the first aha moments has nothing to do with finance, has nothing to do with it. It's just this poverty mindset where we're locked in this cipher where any day could be your last day. Like where it's like you against the world and your family against the world, right? And so when you have to toughen up like that, a lot of times there's a sacrifice that's made. And so around this table and for the whole week, because we've been together and talking this whole week, these are people that I've known my whole life, right? We were all talking about how little we were hugged, right? Like we have one brother, Gio, who is very close to his family, and they had a culture of hugging. And he was amazed.
Wow.
He was amazed at how we was like, we ain't spent a whole lot of time. It just wasn't like that, right? And for us, that was something that was like I don't know, it was a tough thing, right? It was like a badge of honor, right? I ain't soft. And he was like, dude, that's why I hug y'all so much now, so y'all can experience the feeling that I feel. And I'm like, yo, it blew my mind how locked in a pattern we've been since we were kids, man. It's just you're locked in this pattern, and you have to make a move to consciously break the pattern, right? And it wasn't anybody's fault. People were working, like, it wasn't a whole lot of time for this affection thing that everybody else gets, right? We said we loved you, but there wasn't a whole lot of contact.
That human contact.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Something so significant can be such a small thing and then such a big thing in the long run.
Well, I think that's where, like, words can do a lot. Don't get me wrong, but that human contact, it's almost that transfer of energy and that emotion from one to another that, I can definitely see where that comes in.
Dude, and then the second big story, man, and this is, don't get me going, man. I mean, mess around and cry, bro.
All right, Mario, you ready to take over the mic?
So yesterday, or Tuesday, not yesterday, I don't remember what day it is. So Tuesday, we went on this little mini retreat. We went to a spa.
Yeah.
And there's all these dudes from uptown, Harlem and Dykeman and all of this and that. And we went to this spa and we were being treated nice. On the way to, we had to drop something off at Jahi's work site. My son, Jahi. I got 5 kids, y'all, if y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Jahi's right in the middle, right? And so I go to drop him off this wire snip, and he's expecting to see Giovanni. Now, Gio is probably about an inch taller than you, Nick.
Yeah.
Right? And
That's
so
it. For those of you that don't know, I'm about 6'3".
Yeah.
So like, I know I get
surprising.
this a lot that they don't know how tall I am, and they're always like, "You're tall." Like, you see it all the time.
Yeah, always.
What's the first thing that most people say?
Holy shit.
You're a lot taller. Like, I got someone thought I was like 5'5" once. I'm like, man,
Yeah, bro.
way off.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
Yeah.
No, and look. I'm 5'10". Don't walk into a club with Nick, because everybody turns around and looks at you and be like, well, who is this dude? Nick looked like security.
So then they're all looking at Sekou like, who is Sekou?
Who the hell is this dude? Right?
Yeah, right.
So I'm rolling up, and so mind you, Jahi is expecting Gio, who's 6'4", whatever. He's huge dude, right? And so he's looking skyward, right? And he's not seeing me. And I'm observing my son at work, grown man, in his own space, with all kinds of authority over himself and it was magnificent, man. I stopped and I had to just kind of like take it in, just how good he was going to be, man, just how good he is. So the poverty mindset sometimes doesn't allow us the time or the space to appreciate the results of the work you put in. And so I actually got to see it. And then, like, when he saw me, he got all goofy. He was like, "Oh, hey, Dad." How Jai is,
Yeah.
He's all muscles and whatnot, but he was like, he looked like a big ass teddy bear, right?
Right.
And I hugged him and I said, "I love you." And then I hugged him a little bit longer because of the conversation that we've been having. So those are the two aha moments.
Did you notice like a shift in his body language when he went that second longer?
Yes, he was like, almost to the point where he was like, is everything okay? Is what he asked me. Is everything okay? I'm like,
almost like this. There's
good.
Something wrong with like every. Wow.
So it's and mind you, we are some of the conscious people, conscious of the past, conscious of the poverty and the trauma that's attached to it, and we still are following those patterns. So imagine what it's like when you're not conscious of it.
Right.
How many different patterns you have. So those are the big ahas that we have.
Speaking of patterns too, I think that's a pattern that the reason a big reason we're doing this show too. And I didn't even know it was this far lopsided. When Beth Silverman was over the other day and she was saying it was like 2 years ago, it was like 5% of the real estate community was black. And it's like, oh, you want to hear the big difference now? It's 6%. Just 2 years, like 2 or 3 years later. And so, Sekou, when we were talking about this, tell me a little bit why you've been inspired to do this show now, to bring this up, on.
Well, I'll tell you, man. Hey, we are digitally linked, right? Yeah. And this family is growing, and so with this family growing, we're saying to ourselves, man, that like this conversation needs to be had on a bigger scale. We need to have this across the country. We need to have this with people that are both leaning in and in some cases leaning back because they're a little intimidated and scared about it, but are willing to listen, right? You have a saying that I think is one of the most powerful sayings, and I don't know where you got it from, but I credit you with this saying, right? We work with the people that are swimming towards the boat, right? And so the way that we sort of broke this down in the conversations that we've been having is, imagine you're in this big lifeboat, right? The big ones that could fit hundreds of people in it, right? And there's 100 people in the water.
Yeah.
And 90 of them are swimming away from your boat.
Yeah.
And in order to rescue them, you would have to expend a ton of energy just to get over and rescue them, right?
Yeah.
But instead, there's 10 people that are swimming towards the boat, raising their hand and asking for help.
And same on that analogy too, because I know from talking to you, you always say it's like the presentation of having a seat at the table. And you know, in business, we always say it's who you know. And for those people who don't know someone, and it's almost like they're swimming hard as hell, but there's no boat in sight. Like there's a lot of swimmers who are just like going hard, just want it. There's no boat. There's no boat.
It's a directionless. It's a rudderless and directionless swim, and you get exhausted and you fall out.
Yeah.
So for the 6% of realtors that are Black, and according to NAREP, there's a slightly larger percentage that are Latino and Asian and the people of color, and the folks that are allies that are leaning in and saying, hey, look, this is how we did it. You know, you could do it this way too. This is what the Cookout is about, man. It's about coming together. It's about sharing information. We'll be talking about investments. We're going to be talking about, you know, marketing, and Mario's going to be showing us how to do media stuff. Krem's got me doing live stuff. Like, we wouldn't even be on this platform.
And this is what else we gonna get you guys. This is where the help of the people that are on here tuning in, that are sharing this video, that are watching, is we want to go live with people across the country that have opportunities, that have the ability to say, I'm already at the table, but maybe it's not known that there are open seats next to them to be able to present different opportunities. So I want to ask Mario, you know, because me and Sekou, we've been kind of chopping it up for the last, like, I'd say like 3-4 years, like 3 years, actually. It hasn't been more than 3, but like really about like subjects around this matter. And we came up with this idea with the Cookout, and, you know, bringing it to you, Mario, what inspired you to say, like, hell yeah, I want to hop on there with you guys?
Cause I think it's dope, because I think a lot of people can relate to things that I've been through as well. Like, I didn't go to college, you know, I never really thought I would see myself in a business like this, you know, but like now that I'm here, like, I think it can be very attainable to people who are out there maybe going through the same thing. It's like, how do I get started? Like, who do I talk to get, you know, to these places? You know, I think it's just a matter of, I don't know, just reaching out, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, I think that's where it's, I know your experience well. I've known Mario 14 years now. So like Mario's been to the clam bake. So for those that don't know, clam bake is the white cookout. Like clam bakes, like, I'm just saying, like, and Mario's been to like 6 clam bakes now.
Yeah.
So like, but like, I've known Mario for a while, right? So like Mario, like, because I know I've been through this too, but like, speak a little bit on like not going to college. And I know you're a very strong-willed person. So if someone says something, you're able to brush it off easily.
Yeah.
But that's not the case for everybody, where like you see other people going to college and being able to stay that road, and just almost know that, like, look, you are also looking for your own opportunities too. But like, talk a little bit about not going to college and what that was looked at based on that time.
Yeah, I think it's definitely you definitely have to be strong-minded, because around that time, like, everybody is excited to go to college. There's people who are maybe not cut out to go to college, but they're going to college because they feel like it's the right thing to do. I knew in my mind that it wasn't the right thing to go to college. And for one, I don't come from money either. So to not have money and then to go through college to be in more debt, you know, just didn't make sense to me. So like, I'm just going to figure it out. Like, I know most of these kids, once they get done with college, or they might have to even work through college, they're going to have to get a job. So like, I just wanted to get consistent, get used to like actually having a job, because I knew I wasn't going to go to college.
Right.
And I think that might be weird for a lot of people, because they don't want to deal with the judgment, like, oh, like, you're not going to college. It's like, well, I don't got money like y'all, But I think that's all it is. Just realizing, it's always a way. You don't just have to follow the crowd. And I wasn't gonna follow the crowd just to be in debt either.
Damn right. Woo!
Yeah.
Say that again. Say that again. Say that 2 times.
That's real.
Dude, man, I don't know, man. Anthony Robbins said it best, man, and I've been saying it since I've heard him say it. He says, "Yeah, I didn't go to college. Thank God I didn't go that traditional education route."
Yeah.
Right? Like think about what he's created and what he's recreated and what he's grown just from looking at the world from a different perspective, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I love it.
and I think something that's like, I want to break some of those ideas of what the real estate industry can be viewed as. Because like for me growing up, none of my family was in sales, like really in business for the most part. So like when I've thought of sales, I thought of sleazy people always trying to get by, not looking out for each other. And I feel like that's one of the biggest misconceptions, depending on what group you're into. But I think it's, I found my true mentors, like gentlemen with integrity is what I like to say. And dude, say Q, I know you say like, hey, we're business partners, all this, but man, you've been a big mentor to me too. Just like, man, you are a gentleman with integrity. And like you run your business, your life and everything with it. And although we don't always see these things the same way, right. But I'll tell you what, I know if I send anybody your way, I'll be like, I can send my unborn son who doesn't exist anywhere right now to stay with Sekou for a month. And I know he's going to come back a better man. So talk to me a little bit about like what you found in the industry and like some of those misconceptions of you're on an island, it's a bunch of bad people. And I think that's not the case. Cause like if somebody gets on with you, all they need is a phone. All you need to be successful is drive, a phone, and Sekou to be successful in the real estate. There are 3 starter kits. Like those starter kits, a phone, you got to be hungry, and you got to know Sekou. That's it. But like to know you is just hopping on a Zoom. So talk to me a bit about.
I'm gonna send my mom that part, man, so that she can feel good about that, dude. But, man, I in the beginning, man, it was what I thought it was gonna be. Only because that's what I was looking for. I found what I was looking for. And yeah, man, there's some real deal challenges out there and there's a lot of systemic shit. I'm just not the type of dude that's like, if you tell me I can't, I'm one of those guys. You tell me I can't, my answer is I bet you I can. Right? Like it's just the mindset, right? But what happened was in the beginning, man, I looked around and I saw who was winning and it was a bunch of dickheads. Like it was a bunch of douchebags that was winning. And I was like, well, shit, I want to win too. And I think that if I win, everybody could win. Right. And so I literally, man, started doing the trainings in my office and the coachings in my office. And it selfishly was so that I could see that it could be done. And generously was so that when I did get put on, we got put on. Right.
And we're saying the number is 6% of real estate agents are black right now. When you came in, that number was less. There was no way it was high. So talking about what it meant for you to, essentially pave the way, like to be the position you're in and what you're doing right now, dude. It's amazing.
It's awesome, man. Yo, it's awesome to feel like we're that same ship that we were talking about.
Yeah.
To be at the helm of that ship, man, to be driving something, man. There's 3,000 agents in the commitment to capping group, 3,500 to be honest with you, right? At the last count, right? And yeah, man, some people don't lean in at all.
Yeah.
Right. But there's a
lot that does.
Oh my God. Right. And I mean, like you could see the people sort of chopping it up. And so the way I see it, oh man, I want to give credit where credit is due. And I don't know why I can't think of the brother's name down in Atlanta.
Levi, James
Massey.
Yeah.
James Massey was on.
James came over to Orlando not too long ago.
James is the man, right?
James the man. Oh yeah.
Right. So James says to me in one of our interviews, right? Thank you, Nick. Yeah. James says to me in one of our interviews, he was like, yo, I have a responsibility to the people that I've attracted to this universe, to this brand, to this business, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, whoa, let's say that over and over again.
Yeah.
I've got a responsibility. So everybody that I say, hey man, if I did it, you could do it. I got a responsibility to show up for them and to help them get going. And if they're leaning in, I got to give them something to lean on. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And so every day we get together and we lead generate.
Yeah.
Every night we get together and we break down. Well, except for Wednesdays and Saturdays, because I'm trying to stay married, yo. You know, you gotta have some time.
Oh, you better keep that wife. I swear, if you don't keep her happy, I'm gonna come to New Jersey right now, and I'm a slap. No.
By the way, Christine says, "What's up?" It's her birthday Saturday, so make sure you blow that timeline up.
Wait, when's her birth? Her Saturday?
Yeah,
my mom's
28.
My mom's a Saturday.
Look at that.
Yeah,
that's why we like you, man.
That's
yeah.
I knew I liked. I'm like, man, I gotta. Yeah, she awesome.
So check this, man. So check this, right? So when people start talking about like my brand, I won't say my brand name. This is non-branded, right? So when people start talking about our brand and you know why this versus that, you know, a lot of times I'm like, I don't care what the brand is, to be honest with you, man. It's the people inside that I've been able to instantly get some help from,
right?
That I've been able to instantly get information from, and that I've been able to pass on to other folks to give information to. And to me, that's the most important thing for us to do.
Yeah.
The Cookout, Creme International, you know what I mean? The Commitment to Capping Group, anybody else, man. Boss Moves, Lisa. It's how we connect with our community and what we identify our community.
Well, and what I really love about what you do too is I got to share the stage with my first billionaire, and I didn't even know it. Yeah, with the B. I didn't even know it until after, when we were talking and he was leaving. He just dropped it. He's like, "Oh yeah," he dropped his 2.4 net worth billion. I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, I knew he was like really, like, you know, Logan style. And like he said something on stage, and I see that you're doing here, and that I see this Cookout being the opportunity to do. He said, "There's a difference between successful and being significant." He said, "Some people strive for success, and there's nothing wrong with it, but success is it's what I want to accomplish." What he says is strive to be significant, where you're significant in enough people's lives, where you make a significant impact. When people say, "I was able to accomplish this because of you," strive for significance and success will follow. And what I see you doing here, especially with the Cookout, being able to say like, "Hey, I'm going to open my door to anybody who wants to chase this opportunity. If you're hungry, got an iPhone, and you know me, you're in."
I love it.
That's what I think is powerful. And that's what we want to do too. Because say, cool, I know you got an audience and you're willing to give. There are a lot of people in this in the community that we're referring to all over the country that we're going to be bringing on to the Cookout that are going to be able to say, my door is open. If you have the right training, mentorship, which you do, and a phone, this opportunity can be yours too.
Dude, we 1000% are committed to our mission and our vision. This is what the groups have been working on for the last 60 or so days, right? Is just solidifying the mission and the vision. And so I've been actually reciting my mission and vision just about every time we've gotten on the call, and it's evolved in 60 days. It's evolved. And so Mario, check this out. What we've been saying is be obsessed about your mission and vision to the point where you are repeating it in your sleep. Right. And you know, people will connect to your mission and vision. So check this out, Nick. I'm on a mission to create millionaires every year for the rest of my life. My vision is to connect with and to cooperate with and to elevate the best sales talent in the world. And then we close with a question. Can you see yourself in my vision? Dude.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Dude. So I've got these professional real estate salespeople putting together missions like that. Right? And like building it out. There's this one young lady in Tennessee. We got to have her on, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do it.
Tanisha Woods.
Yeah.
She is the CEO of the Woods Way Home. Right. And brand new agent.
Yeah.
And like she is the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. She's a mom. She's
Yeah.
an investor. She's a real estate agent. She puts in PVC piping when she needs to. Like, you catch her at Home Depot as just as soon as you catch her at a great restaurant, right?
That's badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that is
That's
the talent that we're looking for, man. It's like, who are you and who's our community?
Well, so I think that's where, before we get into that, Mario, I want you to, if you don't mind sharing, like, could you share with me, like, what's your goal is? Because before we even talked about the money goal, you had a different goal that you want to be doing when we go back to Cleveland. So, like, what is that goal that's pushing you?
Yeah, my goal that's pushing me is to really give back to my community. Even when I was at a point where I necessarily didn't have the funds to do so, like, I just always wanted to give back to my community, even at like a young age. Like, it's something that's always stuck with me, and I'm gonna have the chance to do it this year.
Hell
so
yeah,
I
we
think
are.
that's big for me. Just always giving back. Not in the way that people just give a bunch of people money just to blow it off, like stuff that people really need. Like actually feeding people who need to be fed that don't have meals.
Let's speak that into existence. I know there's a
Make it happen.
specific thing that you want to do this year, right?
Oh, the turkey drive.
Yeah, the
pretty
turkey drive.
much.
Tell us about the turkey drive, Mario. Come on.
Yeah. So pretty much I want to either run out like a banquet hall or even do it outside, but like I want to do it in East Cleveland.
In Cleveland in November? Yeah, probably inside in the hall. Yeah.
But East Cleveland, I want to do it in the heart of East Cleveland. The roughest area, the people that I know, that really need it, because East Cleveland's like ranked like number 6, like the poorest cities in the world. So I want to go there. And I want to have a food drive, so people just come get a hot meal, have a little warmth for a little bit, and send them on their way.
Brought to you by Mario the cameraman.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I love that too, because before we even talked about the money that you'd be making, you're like, this is what I want to do, and this is like where I want to go.
All right, well then, who's gonna help Mario with his turkey drive this year? Who do we know that can help? Big Walt, you out there? You listening?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're back in Ohio, man. I know you're doing big things, man. Let's see if we can get that going. I know you're connected to the police department out there.
So say cool.
No, man.
I want to ask two things. Oh, no.
I want to make sure that everybody knows that Mario's doing the turkey drive this year.
Hell yeah.
We got at least the rest of the summer and most of the fall to put that together. So I'm just putting it out there. That's what we're gonna do. All right. What was you gonna ask? I'm sorry, Big Nick.
No. Hey, that was well worth it. Yeah. Make sure you got to put a hand up for me. You know me, Sekou. I can talk.
Sir. Yes,
so
sir. We do it.
Unless you stop me, I'm not gonna stop. No, but I think it's important just to establish, like, who are we looking to help with this, and also who do we need to make this cookout successful? What other types of individuals across the country?
I'm looking for cats that are either have invested in the community, pretty much any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I'm looking for folks that want to invest in a community or the community or their community. I'm looking for folks that are financiers, that are, people that donate to folks that want to invest in the community and support folks that do that. I'm looking for educators. I'm looking for filmmakers and media moguls and things like that. Folks that are involved in the development of the whole community. Nick, I say this all the time.
Yeah.
I believe that real estate is the bright, shiny center of the universe.
Yeah.
Right. And that when we help people find a home, those people go off and do deals that change the world. So we are what makes the world go round. Is the way I picture it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to agents. I want agents that are coming on in all different stages of their development. Some that are new and shaking and fresh out the womb, right? And some that are old and have done it and that can tell us, hey, listen, man, don't go down that road. It's not worth it. Let's do it a different way, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and we're looking for those agents who are willing to offer an opportunity and offer mentorship to people out there that are just literally dying to get an opportunity where all they need is their phone, the right mentor, the right coach,
yes, sir,
and the hunger to go to the next step, and Sekou, to make sure that you crush it in the real, because here's what I know what I know, and I don't know anything else. I know the real estate industry. That is what I know, and I know that's what you know, and I know that's what you know. So we're looking for people out there that can offer the opportunity of real estate. Does not have to be just real estate agents like other real estate that can offer opportunity, mentorship, guidance, and who are willing to come on and be able to be significant in other people's lives.
Hey, permission to be shallow.
Absolutely.
And we're looking for sponsors too, man.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that the folks who are interested in the community growing, in the industry growing, and changing that number from 6% to at least a double digit in the next year or two.
Should that be the goal?
Yeah, man. I want to change that to the double digit.
I like a goal. I like
outperforming the market.
What is today? May, June, July, August, September, October,
May 26th.
Can we get up to double digits by 7 months? You think we can do that?
Well, first I need to figure out how to calculate that.
Right.
So,
me too.
so the answer is yes. So here's what I need. Lisa, Azalea, everybody that's out there listening, right? I need you to tell me one or two people that you've brought to this industry, that you've introduced to this industry from your community. Just tell me the names of one or two people that you brought to this community, brought to this industry from your community. And let's see if we can get them coached. Let's see if we can get them mentored. Let's see if we can get their questions answered. Let's see if we can get them a spot at the table and up and running.
And let's also see who are individuals that should be in the industry that we can get us. That's what I believe. Like, if we really want to get that number up, who are people that should be introduced to this industry and only need a spot at the table?
Damn right.
Only need the right mentor. Sekou. Only need the right mentor, coach, individual.
I love you, Nick, man. I love you.
I'm just saying, if you guys are looking for the right individual to look, saying like, who is somebody just like me that is crushing it in real estate, that will do it with integrity? You're looking at the man right. Damn it. Here, well, there too. Like, you can't go wrong with either. Like, you can't go wrong.
And then point towards yourself too, man. Shit.
But I'm just like, who do you know that should be introduced to the real estate industry? But you just might have had your own holdups about it too. That like, man, everybody out there is out for themselves. Or maybe you looked at the 94% that like, and you just said like, who should be in this industry?
Dude, we are growing with people who want to grow.
Yeah.
Let me say it like this really quickly, and then we'll do whatever we're gonna do, man. We are taking advantage of this new market, right? And this new market is this quantum leap in how much information is available to us, and how available we can be to the community.
Right.
So rather than crying about the last 2 years that we spent inside, I think that with Nick's help and Mario and all of the people that are connected to this universe, I think we found a way to level the playing field where, in your small corner of the world in Alabama, or your big, Malibu home, in California, you have the same access to the world as everyone, right?
That's such a freaking great point, because if you're only limited to the people that are around you, I know I would not be anywhere near where we're at if I was limited to just the people I could touch.
Yeah.
Like, to have someone like somebody in Maine, tippy top of Maine, can get mentored by Sekou. Yes. Somebody in the bottom parts of LA over there can get mentored by Sekou. And to get the coaching, like that real feel. You might not be able to get hugged by Sekou at first.
You get a digital hug.
Digital hug. But yeah, man, I mean, Sekou, we became like really good friends, and we didn't even see each other until 2 years into it.
That's true. And
we still only seen each other once.
Dude, Nick, you met my wife's grandma.
I did.
In her 90s, bro. Like you was in the room, and she was like, mira, right? And she was sitting there listening and taking it all in. And Christine looked at her. She was like, "Are you tired? Do you want to go to bed?" But she was like, "No, mira, they're doing business. Like, shut up."
Man, your family, let me just say, your family was amazing. The hospitality of, like, it wasn't even in your home. It was in like your Airbnb on Disney, and you guys were still so hospitable. It was just a great time meeting the entire family.
That's what the Cookout is about, man.
Cool. We're at 40 minutes. Your wife's birthday is this weekend. We got to be wrapping this up, dog. Like,
all right, dude, man.
I appreciate it.
Listen,
I want to keep you married.
Listen. I run a group called Commitment to Capping.
Yep.
We focus on the habits, rituals, and routines of the top producing agents in the world.
Yep.
If you're interested in being a part of it, send me a message.
Get your butt in Commitment to Capping. Guys, look up Commitment to Capping and make sure you join that group. Guys, like I said, if you want a gentleman of integrity, if you want one of the best damn sales coaches I've seen in the industry, not even just real estate, you need to join Commitment to Capping right now. Sekou is not going to do this bashfully. Guys, if you're looking for that person who can take your business, your life, and your entire being to the next level, you need to join Commitment to Capping. And
I got to be honest with you, man. It wouldn't be anything without your help, bro. And I got to big you up. And Creme International is just growing. Mario, look, he won't say it.
Mario.
But look, Mario, what are some of the things that y'all do for agents right now?
As far as right now, really helping them with their content. Make sure that they got enough to kind of promote on, the Facebook, the Instagram, their LinkedIn, whatever, as far as pictures, reels, videos, all that stuff.
It's really helping them. We bring their personality to life. I believe everybody has a personality. Everybody's got a brand. Everybody's got a story. But most of us don't think it's powerful enough. If you want the confidence to share your story, you need to work with Creme.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look, I spelled my name wrong. How you do that? All right. I put it up there. By the way, that was the first thing we did together. This
Sekou Creme.
This community card or the content card. I'm a community champ.
Yeah.
Up here. Look, I still got my joint.
Do you got your mug?
Look, man, come on, B.
You know what, Sekou? Just we gonna be sending you some fresh gear here soon.
Look, but look where it is. It's at a spot right up on the counter.
Yeah, it gets visibility every day.
Look, and it's right next to my fire. Right, this is when I walked the fire. 2003.
Oh no, man. Shit, that's pretty badass.
Dude, one of the things that we're gonna talk about is breaking internal stereotypes, man. The shit that we say to ourselves that keeps us back. Right before I walked across the fire, I was saying, this is some white boy shit. Brothers don't be doing this. We don't volunteer to walk on nobody's fire.
Walk over fire.
And then I did it.
Yeah.
And it was so fly, I did it again.
Wow.
Okay. So I love it. Hey, man, listen, let's take us out with the fader. We're going to have cool graphics and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, put it to these folks that you see right here in front of you. These folks are going to put together an amazing show that you're going to look forward to.
Yep.
Look for it around this time on Thursdays. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some good stuff. Hopefully there'll be some more food involved.
Yeah.
I'm going to send y'all some food down there. Y'all in Orlando. Y'all need to be sending me some shit.
Hey, man, you name it. We'll send it. But look, I'll be honest here, man. Like, I don't know how to send good food, so it might be a little old by the time it gets to you. Like, I barely know how to cook, dog. Like,
I'm gonna show you.
The wrong guy.
I'm gonna show you some old player shit and how do we send some food down there.
There you go. Yeah.
We need some chopped cheese too.
There you go. Bodega meat. You don't know nothing about chopped cheese, there.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. You need to send us some.
No doubt. You know what? I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna figure out how to make that happen.
Figure outable.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, man, we're gonna take us out with the fader. I'm gonna take us out with the Commitment to Capping brand.
Oh, well, let's get it.
So that way we can, do this shit the right way. And then by next week, man, we're gonna see the official deal, the real deal. Look, I don't know which one to hit. This one. Bam.